So this is the shed hunting conclusion 2022. Sorry for such a late update on the year, but I've just been so busy planting food plots and doing other stuff this spring. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video. Anyways, I walked approximately 450 miles for all these this year. Absolutely my best year ever. And I found some serious sheds this year. Starting off with this ginormous typical 11 point, you could call them a 12 pointer with this kicker here. These were maybe like 10 yards apart. And 13 sets. These are all the sets right here in the middle going up. You know, smallest in the back. Same thing with all the sheds. I got the biggest ones up front so you can see these a little better. And out of those 13 sheds, I believe 4 of them were side by side, or like this one within 10 yards. The rest of them were either like this big set right here. These were about 100 yards apart. But yeah, 13 sheds out of the 77 are from Iowa. Like this big set, these are from Iowa. Nice big typical 10, probably a 3-year-old. And then some of the coolest ones from this year are these big 4-point sheds. These are both off of the same deer. I found this one in December. It would have been a fresh shed in 2021. And then I actually had a few pictures of this buck on a public land, maybe like 3/4 of a mile from where I found the shed. Just put a little bit more mass, a little more tine length. Both these sheds are my top 2 biggest 4-point sheds I've ever found in my life, and they're both from the same deer. So that's pretty cool. I think this one scores, I'll have to put up the score, I don't really remember the score, but I think it's like right around 70 inches for a 4-point shed. And then this right here is probably the biggest of the year. Just a really big, this one I think is right around what this one scores too. But I found both these like literally 2 days apart in late April or mid-April. Super late. I'm so lucky. I'm so glad I kept shed hunting until the end of April, because otherwise I wouldn't have found these two. You know, I would have just gave up and called it a year. But yeah, just a really nice. This is on my dad's buddy's 40-acre property. Just never even knew this deer was here. And then here's the big one from Iowa right here. Just a nice fresh shed. Biggest one I found on the Iowa trip. This right here is the biggest one I found on our home farm where we plant all the food plots. This is one of the, there was 3 nice bucks coming from across the road on the neighbors, and this is one of the 3. And he was holding all the way into like mid-March, I believe he dropped, along with another big one. It was another big one holding all the way to like the 22nd of March. I had pictures of him, and that is this other one right here. The other big one that this one was hanging out with. This is him from last year. I found his old shed in the bedding area across the road that I had permission to shed hunt in. But I didn't find any sheds from him from this year. So just an absolutely amazing year. Got some pretty cool, unique ones here. Like, look at this goofy thing. 3-point side. And then you got nice split tine one here. This is a really old, cracked up, dried out ancient shed. So yeah, just a really awesome year. I couldn't be happier with how it panned out. Nice young 10-pointer. These are about 100 yards apart. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these sheds are all found in bedding areas. I find hardly anything in food sources or heavy browse areas. Mainly everything is, you know, close to bedding or on the bedding area trails. A few of them you'll find, you know, on the travel corridors from bedding to food, but literally I'd have to say probably 3/4 of these sheds are from bedding areas or literally in deer beds. Like you can find deer hair right next to the shed, or you know, you'll find deer hair multiple different beds around, and then the shed's right there. So a lot of sheds are dropped right in the bedding areas or right in an actual deer bed. and probably only maybe a third of them are dropped elsewhere, either on travel routes or in food sources. Yeah, absolutely amazing year. Don't know what else to say except can't wait till next year. But obviously we got a whole year ahead of us. I'm really working hard on the food plots right now. I got almost all my corn and soybeans in. So those videos will be coming out here probably sometime in late June, early July. Some of those videos will start coming out. I want to include updates in those videos as well. So yeah, thanks for watching all the videos this year, and thanks for watching this video. So see you next year.